The Joe Rogan Experience.
We have definitely Hoyler for his size, his weight.
Most accomplished.
Phenomenal.
All the Gracies
Phenomenal,
in competition,
man.
the most
Phenomenal.
accomplished.
What this guy did with his size against opponents, people look like, nah, no way. And yes, it is a way.
Yeah.
And definitely, as you go in heavier, I have my brother Hagan, which was an amazing fighter too. And evidently, for me, my time was Rickson. It's like you have the era of Rickson.
Yeah.
A lot of unbelievable fighters, but you're in the wrong decade. You have Rickson there, you know? Could be you, but
Right.
he was right there.
Right. You could have been you were number 2 under Rickson. You could have been number 1 under anybody else.
And the amazing thing, you feel like a chameleon. He can kind of make any game. You train with him, he can pretend to be you fighting me or anybody. It's amazing that aspect, especially on the teaching process.
What was so good about him?
He used to go to our school. We have 30 of the best guys, all higher belts. And he tells you, okay, choose how you want to start. And you choose, okay, he's not going to get out. He gets out, and he gets you in the position you ask him to start. With everyone, I think the best thing that he has on his game that, on my view, and today understand that, was his defense. No way to get him. He let your mount take his back, do whatever you want. You can't get him.
He used to start, let guys take his back with a rear naked choke, fully locked in, black belts. Go ahead, start from here. And then he would defend,
get out, and get you there.
Yeah, crazy.
Then messes your mind up. You're like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
How can he get out and he gets me here, can't get out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the amazing thing was his confidence and belief on that. It makes amazing.
Well, he was unusual in that he was really into physical fitness as well, like yoga, really into yoga, become incredibly flexible and strong, and really into breathing. He had an amazing control of his body as well as the knowledge of jiu-jitsu.
Man, he brought a lot of elements to jiu-jitsu that I don't think people realize how important it was. Because people say, oh, I knew that. No, you did not. He brought in the breathing aspect. The gymnastica that makes you come closer to the nature habitat.
Yeah, gymnastica natural is what we're talking about. It's a style of... Who invented that? What was the man who invented that?
Orlando Cani.
And it was a Brazilian thing as well.
Brazilian guy, he's still alive in his 80s, and you look at him like, how can he do or still do that?
Really?
And the whole idea is move your body like the animals.
Right.
To bring back to us the animal instinct that we end up losing by the generations.
You see some of that now with Ido Portal, and a lot of these guys are training martial artists in these movement classes and movement styles, and a lot of that is very similar to gymnastica natural.
Amazing, but the biggest difference I think was the concept that he used, the approach that he used, wasn't as just mechanical the way it is. It was something that sometimes on the exercise you change the direction of your movements. It's not certain kata. You have to do 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he goes 1, 2, jump for 10, go back to 6. You flow. And Rickson brought that into jiu-jitsu. And I remember training, he goes, hey, get there. Keep moving, don't stop moving. Keep the flow of the technique. You're going to get it. And he brought that movement into jiu-jitsu, which for me made a huge difference in the way I fight.
How did you fight before that?
We learn the technique, we do the drills, and it's more like you pause and wait for somebody to pause in this position. When he came in, I understand that you learn how to start guiding people to where you want them to go. I'm training you, I want you to go to my left. There's no other way for you to go to my right. I learned how to mold my body in a way. The only direction you will have to go is on my left. I know that, but you don't.
Right.
There we go, I'm one step ahead. Then when you go to my left, you're going to put your left hand on the ground instead of your right hand. I know that too. Then now I'm 2 steps ahead of you. I mean, when you're trying to defend something, you're already 2 steps behind. Because the defense is always shorter than the offense. You stretch your arm. For me to get your arm, I have to put my hands and swing my leg. For you, just bring your arm back.
Right.
It's always short. It's quicker. That's why when you have 1 or 2 steps ahead, you don't have the time to defend.
Right. You're blocking off the defense.
I'm already too far ahead for you to defend.
Right.
And that's what I learned with those movements that he brought into jiu-jitsu. You start learning how to guide and mold yourself to make you go to that direction.
Who was a challenge to him in the early days? Because there was a lot of great guys, right?
We have a lot of great guys, and it's funny. Sometimes I see go to the internet and see some of the fights, and you notice that a lot of guys, they can kind of hang out for until 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, and great athletes, they just done.
Right.
Because of that movement, he keep going constantly.
Keep that rhythm.
People were not able to keep up with him.
Right.
And he's not lifting weights and a bodybuilder, no. And we learn how important for human is to be in contact with nature. Would you imagine yourself not going for hiking some days in the morning? I mean, we need that. We need that energy.
Yeah.
We need to walk without shoes. We need to be near the mountains, the water. That's something that makes us healthy and stronger. And that's why you see we used to go a lot up in the mountains and waterfalls and out of the city to trying to get that in a healthy animal instinct that we have.
Yeah.
We're there, listen to the birds, listen to in the middle, maybe it's a coyote there. People that are in the city, they go in the mountains, they're going to get eaten by a mountain lion. They not even hear the mountain lion. But if you walk in there quite often, you understand that you'll develop and still have that, I heard something there. We're losing more of that. As jiu-jitsu, we're trying to bring people into that environment, which is something that make you better off, regardless.
Be more aware of yourself.
Exactly.